That's how we got Trump.
How much worse do we think the coronavirus is going to get? I like Chiz's suggestion here to pick an over under. How many die between this week and next week?
How many have died so far?
85 million.
So wait,
wow, that's higher than I was thinking.
Is this actually that's not
0.2%
true at all?
of
There's no
China.
way 85 million have died.
No, of course not.
I think about 850 have died. The question is, how many died this week?
I did see that some Indian scientists were trying to decipher the virus strain, and they found that there are some HIV-1 like strains in it. And so apparently if you get it, you can still get it later. Like it's not going to work with, your body's natural antibodies the way it normally would.
Yeah, because that's normally like might be tougher to vaccinate.
Yeah. Like if it's like including shit that's in an autoimmune disease. So I don't know. I think, and maybe I'm a retard, but maybe I think it's probably bigger than they're letting on. I do not trust China's self-reported data.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, they told us, hey, Tiananmen Square, 240 protesters died. All right. It wasn't 10,000. Where are you coming up with 10,000? It was closer to 10,000.
Yeah, I didn't doubt that.
Well, the reports vary greatly because you're dealing with the Chinese bigly. So the reports are somewhere between 240 and 10,000.
Good God.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, I'm uneducated. I literally thought it was like dozens.
I mean, they crushed people with the government's position is like 240, the Chinese government's position, but they fired live rounds into crowds, like machine gun fire, and they ran people over with armored personnel carriers and crushed them in the streets.
Did that guy who was standing in front of the tank get got?
I don't know what happened to Tank Man.
I was thinking it'd be pretty alpha of China.
I know some of the students that were caught
around right into his face.
A lot of them got like 5 or 7 years in prison. I know, who were like the instigators or whatever. The whole thing was like a politician died, and he was more of a reform guy, more democratic China, and things started going the other way after he died, and the protesters were in the street, and then the newspapers started mischaracterizing the protesters as violent, and so that made them protest even harder. Like, hey, you're lying about us in the paper. Now they're protesting about what China said about their protesting, and it just kept getting bigger and bigger until they called in the fucking people's whatever they call their army. They call them the fucking army with machine guns and armored personnel carriers. So the protesters started setting them on fire with Molotov cocktails, and they started shooting protesters and crushing them in the streets, and then they brought in the tanks, and that was about it.
Our protests are lame as shit compared to most other countries. It's like, hey, we're holding up signs and we're wearing special hats. How do you like that? And China's like, thousands of people are dying.
Hong Kong protests pretty legit.
I think 500 people die this week. 500 more.
500 in a week? I'll take the under on that.
I'll take the over. I'll take the over
in a week. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to add a little bit of diversity into betting.
I don't fucking know.
Did you see the shit where because like there's so much protesting going on in France with those like yellow jackets?
Still?
Those people.
I remember that from a year ago.
Oh, dude, that's still going. There was a clip that went pretty big online of firefighters taking the side of the protesters and clashing with the police. That's insane. Absolutely mind-blowing.
That is insane.
Yeah, I had no idea that shit was still as big as it is, but apparently it is. So,
do you know what they're protesting over?
I do not. I don't
care.
I know they really don't care for their president or whatever, but
Macron or something.
Yeah,
he lost all his popularity. I forget what triggered that switch.
Yeah, I have no idea. I know that he married his fucking like kindergarten teacher or some weird shit. She's like 25 years older than him.
Wow.
Yeah. Bad move.
Right?
Bad move.
For who?
For him.